It's spooky season.
Anyways,
We're coming to you at the beginning of October. The start of spooky season, my favorite time ever. When all the lame scary movie comes out. Scary movies come out. There hasn't been a good one in a minute.
That's very true. Remember whenever
Like,
we went
really
to
scary.
see Daddy Longlegs? No, it wasn't Daddy.
Long legs.
Long legs.
Anyways, yeah, and that girl was moaning next to me, and you thought it was me.
Because
Y'all.
who am I supposed to think it was, honestly?
Pause. We go to the movies. It's me, Bella, Brittany. Mm-hmm. I'm over here covering my head with my hood, laying back like this, right? Mm-hmm. There's two people next to me, a couple. We're in the middle of the movie, and we, like, hear something, right? And we're like, we kind of look at each other, like, so we, like, side-eye. And then we hear it even louder, and it's obviously this girl moaning, and I'm, like, trying not to look this way. So I look at her, which then makes her think it was me.
Yeah.
And she's like,
what are you doing?
I'm like, I'm not. It's these people.
What were they doing?
Well, he's obviously playing with her cootie.
What did you call it growing up?
I don't know.
What?
Oh, what did I call my vagina?
Yeah, what did you call your privates?
Biscuit. No, literally, because my friend would do this thing, actually. This takes me back to high school again. They're fucking calling me again, bro.
If this is from the same number, we should go through and block at least the ones.
No, they're all different numbers in all different states. Cool. But, so this takes me back to high school. She used to have this thing called a biscuit slap. Okay. She would literally come out of nowhere and slap you in your fucking pussy. This is also the one that got in trouble for calling people heifers. So, like, I wasn't surprised that this was happening. Like,
we would call that a pussy punch.
Well, we called it a biscuit slap. And one time she did it, she got me so bad that I was almost in tears. I was laying there and I was like, oh, that was terrible.
So when you were little,
no, I didn't call it anything, I don't think. I don't remember even, like, for being fair, I don't remember most of my childhood, honestly, other than the traumatic experiences.
This is one of my favorite conversations to have with people.
What you call your biscuit?
Yeah, when you were little, because there's always some name for it. Okay, so my mom came into my life, and she had a best friend who had two daughters, right? Okay. And she's trying to, like, say what to call it. Like, do I call it a vagina? What do I call it? Like, so she calls her. You got your 4-year-old running around like my pussy. Right. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay, so she calls her friend, and she's like, "Hey, what do you have your girls call their private part, like whenever they're talking about it?"
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what this woman said?
What?
Twat.
Yeah.
My mom was like, I'm not having my child run around saying twat. Anyway, so mine was called Popo. So imagine my concern when people started referring to the police as the Popo. And I would be like, oh God, you don't even know what you're saying. Ew. Gross. You know what I mean? Yes.
Not the Popo.
Yep, that's right.
But before we get into all these dang stories we're talking about, we want y'all to send in your spooky stories or any stories you have you want to tell us. Okay, I don't know what you're trying to do for that, but anyways, or maybe like funny, like you went to a haunted house and some shit. I don't know. Tell us your spooky Halloween stories. On Instagram, and we'll link that in the bio description thing. And we'll tell them on here. We're going to read off a couple each video during spooky season.
13 days of Halloween. Get ready.
And we're going to be posting on our TikTok and Instagram those. It's going to be really fun, exciting, spooky. Don't tell no lame spooky stories.
No. Come on.
Because I'm calling you out then.
Actually, if you don't want your name read, say that. If you want to be anonymous, say that.
Say that. But I'm excited. I used to remember every morning my mom would play on the radio and they would tell they would do that. They would tell spooky stories that got sent in. And on the way to school I would listen every morning to the spooky stories and I would just be like, some of it was lame and then some of it was kind of like, uh-oh.
Do 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 do. Like that?
Yeah, I was kind of nervous. Oh my god, we should play that music when we tell them. Yeah. I remember it was good. Yeah. Okay. Really adds to the
spookiness.
Yeah. And also, I think we should have a costume contest.
Okay.
But don't tell each other what we're going to be.
Okay.
And we should do it the episode we post that week of Halloween. Because Halloween's on a Friday and we'll post it on a Thursday.
Yes.
So that week we'll but you can't tell me where you're going to be and I'm not telling you.
Okay.
I'll just show up to your house.
And I'll just be here. Okay.
And y'all will vote on who has the best Halloween costume, I think.
Yeah.
And we'll put it on Instagram, a poll.
This feels like a lot of pressure. Immediately.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm ready.
But I will be.
Spooky or funny?
Spooky or funny? Funny.
But today we wanted to get into mean ass bitches. All y'all. No, we wanted to talk about how growing up in high school, all of our bullies and the mean girls, it was a trend for them to become nurses or something in the medical field, which I think is so interesting because that's you literally take care of people, hospitality, and you have zero. You're a bitch. So how did you align with that? But it was really because they want money. They want.
I think it's because it's all about fakey nice. You know what I mean? And whenever I think about the mean girls who they either became nurses or they became head of everything stay-at-home moms.
Oh, yeah.
Classroom
have to do
PTO,
nothing. They do nothing but literally mom.
But
they're
to wherever they need to. Okay.
Wait, are you gonna be that mom at all the school events chaperoning and stuff?
Well, I've never chaperoned, but I've gone to plenty of Elliot's field trips. Merrick's been to a couple.
See, I feel that's a little different. I would want to go on a field trip. Since you're leaving,
I got asked to chaperone a dance, maybe
See, I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, the daddy-daughter dance. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want.
I'm good.
I'm not trying to be. Okay, the kind of mom I want to be is emotionally available for my kid, but not that. That doesn't mean that everything goes. Do you know what I mean? You can talk to me about anything and not judgmentally, and I'm going to listen with open ears and open hearts.
Right. But I'm still your parent.
I'm still your parent. I'm not going to provide you with things that you're not of age to have.
I'm not enabling you.
Yes, this isn't going to be the house where...
Because I want a good, friendly relationship with you.
Yes.
No, girl, you can hate me. That's okay. Slam your door and tell me that.
Yes, we can be friends.
You'll like me later.
We can be friends. Kids have a lot more adult life than they do adolescent life.
Exactly.
So we can be friends when you're an adult.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I feel like now that's a bit of a shift, you were saying.
Yeah, I had seen a post and on a esthetician group chat and she was talking about how they've shifted from the nurses and medical field and went into aesthetics, specifically lash techs, because it's even faster, even quicker money, right? And also it takes literally 6 months to become. You can, for some people, they literally will use the most cheapest of cheap stuff and do a terrible job, but they're charging $100 an hour. That's a lot of money for almost no schooling. So I feel
especially when you can finish a service. Well, you can finish a fill in an hour.
In 40 minutes.
Yeah.
If that on some people. So I feel like it's changed over because of the quick money. And I don't know why, because I feel like all y'all that hate on me in the industry are just some weird insecure bitches.
I agree.
Because why do you not like me?
You have the most lash techs.
Like, why? Like, what did I do to you?
Well, here's my thing. It's not even that. Okay, I have a lot of people in the industry that are either mostly salon owners that have a problem with me. Most of which I've never even met in my whole life or heard of your name, to be fair. But I feel like the ones that hate on you, they go as far as to like blocking
me, blocking my business page and my real page.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't understand that
crazy.
At all. Going to seek someone out in order to, it's the same thing that I tell you all the time. You know how much energy you use to even dislike someone?
Yeah, a lot.
I cannot believe that you're living rent free in someone's head that you don't even know their last name. Like, that is the part that
I don't even know her first name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have plenty of girls that are like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know them. I don't speak to them. I've done nothing but literally my job.
Yep.
So if you're insecure, just say that. I don't know though. I don't know why they are insecure though. That's something I'm actually so curious about. Or like, for instance, I was talking with my client the other day. We were talking about a specific person up here who, man, everybody just, well, they say they love this person and like she's the best of this whatever, but she cannot stand me. She hates me. She acts weird. She's a bitch towards me every single time, and I don't know why. Other than it can only be two things: either you're insecure over your man, or you're insecure that you have competition, and it's not even competition. Like, and she hates my guts. And if I'm gonna be honest, or the other thing could be she did a service on me and I didn't like it and I didn't post it, but I didn't say anything. I just left it as that, and I never brought it up again. And then she's always just acted so weird towards me and never acted like that until then. And then, so it comes to me and my client are talking, and she was like, I really think it's because she was like, if you think about it, all the people who do what she does and what I do, like, work for her, if you really think about it. Or they've been trained by her, they get certified by her, they go to her classes, except for me. Like, literally name one that doesn't work with them but me. You work with them. I'm the sole only person who does not work with him, nor do I seek out a relationship with them and try to be friends with them or business partners or anything. I stay all the way over here. Everybody else is so up their fucking ass. Yeah. Like, at all. Whether it was like,
I feel like that's because
not my type of people, honestly.
No, either. I feel like that's because you do makeup. Right. And so you're a competition. And
right. They think I'm competition. There is no fucking competition though. Guys, there's literally 500 million people out here. Like, but also what I don't understand is there's a lot of people that don't like this person. And they just don't say that. They just like, I don't know, or they've received bad services that they didn't like and nobody talks about that. And she's just like so fucking good.
Because you never hear the other side of it.
Right. Like, interesting.
Very interesting. So why do you think your part of the beauty industry has become so catty?
Well, because like I said, the fast money.
Yeah, but I feel like it's got to be something more than fast money. There's always been fast money. You've always been able to make good money. People just haven't known it, or it hasn't been talked about maybe as much. But I think that whether it be
well, also maybe because like we've like, social media has, you have to be an influencer now to do what we do, right? So if someone has more followers or more this than you, then they automatically start not liking you, right? And then you add on the fact that the reason people do social media is to get fucking like instant fucking gratitude and fulfillment from all these people watching your shit or whatever. And then I think it just feeds your ego. And so then they run into people that aren't feeding their ego and they're like, oh, she's a bitch or something like that. Like, no, I just am doing my job just like you. Also, my personal opinion is if you don't like me because of my lashes, get better. Like, because the only reason most people come to me is either retention or they don't like the style. You can only do one thing and they don't want that thing. So literally get better. Learn something else. Like, stop doing this. Also, like, they're a little comfortable staying stagnant. I feel like if anybody knows me, they know I'm like the most, what's that word I'm looking for? Spontaneous. Pretty fucking spontaneous. Like I'm down to do whatever, whenever, and I'll literally start something randomly on a Tuesday. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm actually just gonna do this.
Yeah.
Or I think too, maybe they get insecure because I go and do fun stuff. I don't know.
Like they're jealous.
And they're not doing the fun stuff that I'm doing, but they work the same job as me and they've been doing it for longer. But like also I don't understand why people don't understand that half the time I'm not paying for anything, guys. Like that's actually something like I had to explain to my grandma multiple times. She would like get onto me so much and she'd be like, you're just wasted all your money. I'm like, I didn't spend $1. I didn't pay for anything.
Yeah.
I was invited to go for free.
Right.
So that actually was maybe that too, you know, there's like a pretty privilege and there's like pretty hatred. Like if you're pretty, you might have pretty privilege, but then people hate you because men are giving you pretty privilege. So the women don't like you.
I think that America and I have had a conversation about pretty privilege recently. Pretty privilege. And he said that I definitely have it and that people are attracted to me. He said that whenever I go places, that all eyes on you. Like everyone, you know what's weird? Knows.
I agree that, but I don't find myself to be like the most attractive girl in the room when I walk. But I feel like it's definitely energy too.
Yes,
that speaks for because there's some bad bitches that men be like, oh, they're like a 7, and I'm like, a 7. I'm like, are we looking at the same thing? Yeah. But they'll be like because of her personality. Or something like that.
Well, it's like okay, my dad described me one time, which was so sweet. I'll never forget this. He said he was sad about me moving out. This was the first time, guys, that I moved out, so he wasn't sad by the time I was also done. Right. By number 3.
Right.
He was sad that I was moving out because he could tell whenever I came in the house, even if he couldn't see me, because I was like sunshine. He said you can just like feel how like when your presence is just, it's just here. So Merrick was telling me that I had this pretty privilege and that people notice me in a room even if I'm not saying any, you know, all these things. And y'all, I want to talk about the other side of that.
Yeah, there's a bad side to that. There's a good side where you do get opportunities and you do get things like that. Well, I have never gotten that I know of. Okay, I have never gotten an opportunity about something that mattered to me because of how I looked. If anything, I have mattered to me really. Like it's superficial stuff. Yes. Like I said, like concerts, like shit like that. Like I can do fun stuff, like things that are fun and superficial, entertaining, or like money. Still, hey guys, if you still want to send me money, you can. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
Don't think you can't.
You should make it like the Disney.
Literally, disclaimer. You can still send me money. It's greatly appreciated. But like, yeah, nothing important. Like nothing with my career or
nothing that would
enhance my life,
future, or my family or anything like that. And it actually hinders that because you walk into a room and without a fucking doubt, there's someone there, man, woman, something in between. It doesn't fucking matter. They hate you because of how you've walked into the room immediately. They
don't even know you. They've never spoke a word to you.
They already have preconceived notion about the kind of person that you are based on how you've walked in.
Right. Or how, not even how you've walked in, people's reaction to you.
I think it's their own reaction to you. It's their insecurities. I feel like people don't take you seriously, like how smart you are or how intelligent you are. But
because like there's like the dumber you are. Like the blondes aren't like
dumb blondes.
Yeah, they're dumb.
Yeah. Oh, you had a blonde moment. Sorry, as being blonde. Sorry, that's my blonde coming through. Yeah, everything. Even about being a hairstylist. If you're a hairstylist, you're an idiot. If you're in the beauty industry.
Yes. Oh my God, that's a good topic because they would say that like it was for dropouts, college dropouts, and then I went to fucking esthetician school, and that was harder than damn college.
Yes. Well, I had more hours. I have 15.
And I had also hours. Y'all have 4 years to learn your stuff. You got months to cram all of it and learn the services and do them.
We had 1,500. I finished 1,500 hours, which is 38 hours a week. So 40-hour week job. Worked after my 8-hour school day and finished in 9 months and 2 weeks, which the fastest you could finish was 9 months if you did not miss not a one minute ever. So we have more schooling. I have more schooling. I don't know how many hours you have. I have more schooling than a police officer. My little certificate, my little license that I have to renew every year took more money and more school. I want you guys to wrap your fucking head around that. More money and more school to learn how to apply bleach on your head than to carry a gun.
Right, and protect us.
Whatever you're doing with that. I'm talking about carrying it. Loaded, not loaded. What? Right. Open, carry, have authority.
Right.
I have more hours. I'm pretty sure police officers are like 600 or 700, 800 hours.
So I have like the same as them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To do eyelashes.
To do eyelashes.
That's crazy. But I actually want to talk about how was your this doesn't get talked about, and I don't know why. How was your fucking school experience? Why do people not tell the real about this shit? Y'all, that shit is the fucking trenches. That shit is terrible. Bruh. That shit is the most fuck ass shit. Bitch.
It was
wow.
I'm really trying to put into words here. It was one of the worst experience that ever. I have voluntarily put myself through
and had to stick it out.
Yes, for my entire life. The day I toured the school, there was like
I was so excited.
Target on my back immediately because of the whole walk into the room.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're with a bunch of mean girls. I hate to break it to you, but they're mean. They're
of all ages.
40-year-old mean girls, 18-year-old mean girls, 25-year-old mean girls,
and the teachers.
The teachers are retired
because they're the
mean
same
girls.
They're the same age as you. That's nuts.
Mine weren't the same.
Mine were younger than me.
No, mine were old as hell. They were not the same age as me. And there was this girl in school, y'all. She was used to being the most beautiful thing that had walked into, and she was not even remotely close. I'm not talking about, she had everything done to her 17 years ago that you could have possibly had done. She has a twin, which, nothing says don't get work done to your face if you have a twin. If you got a twin, we both got to get it done now.
Right, because now
I see where you started.
Right.
And her twin is where she started, and then what she looked like, and she would come in and the whole school would be like, but of course me being like was the problem.
Right.
I was the problem. She looked at me at one point, y'all. I had never even spoken a word to this girl, and she called me a bully 100 times because I didn't put up with anyone's shit. And then one time, so we had to do, you had your sign-off sheet that you had to do. Oh my god,
yeah.
I don't remember how many pedicures we had on there, but I was not doing a fucking pedicure. I was not doing a pedicure. People do not take care of their feet. And the people who come in to hair schools, to cosmetology schools and get pedicures, definitely don't. Typically, they're
going because they can't afford it.
Yes, 80-year-old diabetics that have toenails 4 inches thick and haven't washed their feet because they can't get to them.
Yeah.
In the past month.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a fucking pedicure. Plus, I never planned on doing one. I'm not touching anyone's feet. Not happening. So every time a walk-in pedicure would come, I would sign myself out. Those are my 2 extra weeks that I had to keep going. Every time I sign myself out. Okay? So walk-in pedicure comes. They say, Brittany, everyone knew I hated it. Brittany, you're up next. You're doing a pedicure. And I said, no, I'm good. So I clocked out. And one of the teachers was like, you can't do that.
Why can't I? I pay y'all. That's another thing that was crazy to me is like, I'm paying you regardless of if I come or not. So please shut the fuck up. Like,
well, the only one it's hurting is me.
Me. It's not affecting you. You get more money if I'm not here,
This is not high school.
Was yours like that? Did you have to pay extra each day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
what the fuck? $25 extra, something like that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I stay there. This lady's name, I have no idea if she still teaches. This lady's name was Miss Leanne. Y'all, she is probably 65 at this point. she had the knobbiest fingers. Like, you could tell she'd been doing hair her whole life. But I'm talking about doing hair in a school her whole life. Nothing great. Okay? So I'm signing out. She's telling me I can't leave. I'm saying yes, I can. She says, you hold on a second. You sit right here. I'm going to call the cops. Bitch. I sat my happy ass in the lobby like this. Call the cops.
Literally.
For what?
Do it.
For what? I can't wait till they get here so that I can say, well, she's the problem. Right. So she calls the cops. The cops come in. They're like, what are we here for? We're here because, Leanne so-and-so called and said this, that, and the other. There was some disruption at the school. And she's like, points at me. This is the smallest bully you'll ever meet.
What in the world?
And one of the police officers looks at me and goes, did something happen? Did a fight break out? And I go, no, I'm trying to leave school, which at this point I was like 22, 21, 22. Like, I'm trying to leave school because I don't want to do a pedicure. Yeah. Like, because right. I'm not doing a pedicure. He looks at Leanne and he said, you are a waste of taxpayer money.
Yeah.
People paid for me to take time out of my day and come up here and do nothing. And then looks at me and is like, you can go. Imagine the cops called on me.
Right.
Come on. Not to mention the fact, horrible skill set. Didn't know what they were doing. Not a one of them. One girl, no, this same lady was cutting this girl. She was a Hispanic girl, the most beautiful hair, that long, dark, thick, like down to here hair. What?
Nothing. Is just making me think of.
So we're learning how to do a haircut with a bunch of layers. That's like what it's called a 180. But so she takes all this hair. The teacher takes all this. Sasha Carbajal takes all her hair, brushes it straight up like this, and I'm talking about her hair's like straight up. Okay, cuts it. Okay, use your imagination. You guys use your imagination. If I've cut my hair right here and I let go of it, then this hair, oh, you see where I cut it? See where I held onto it? Will be here. Meanwhile, and just chop, 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 chop. We were sitting there like,
that's crazy.
She cried. I would have cried. There was no, I'm talking about her shortest layer. And then her longest layer.
Like when my hair got fried off.
Yeah, but yours was just, this was.
Yeah, straight. Yeah, no, one of our teachers, one of the girls in our class got a haircut at ours, and one of the instructors accidentally grabbed real scissors and not thinning shears, and was like, and then she had to cut her hair in a bob. That's embarrassing. My teacher waxed literally this whole thing on my eyebrow off. My teacher also called me a catfish in front of everybody in class.
Wait, tell the story.
So we're sitting in class, and I had went. So or maybe I was like talking to a man or something, and like I had told them about it or something. We're talking about some shit in class, and I was supposed to go see him or something, and she was like, "Oh, so he doesn't know that you're a catfish?" in front of everybody in my class, and I was like, "Excuse you, like." I know you didn't fucking just say something when you look like fucking Peppa Pig's fucking fat dad. Like, the fuck, oink, bitch. Like, that's what I really should have said. Like,
Daddy.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the.
Yes. Yes. I know.
Like, and she really called me a catfish.
Real rich coming from
like,
you.
at least I can look good. Like, you're fucking ugly.
Also, like.
Fuck you. Literally, fuck you. Like, and that's what I felt.
Can we just wrap around to the fact that I think that calling women catfish has gotten so out of hand. People don't know what people look like with makeup and without makeup.
Don't act like I don't post myself like this.
No, I'm just saying.
But I'm saying, though, I get called that still to this day sometimes. Literally. Remember, oh my God, you remember that one man I talked to, and then he, like, randomly was like, you're a catfish? And I was like, how am I a catfish when you met me in person and got my number in person? Then talked to me, and then now you decide I'm a catfish. And I was like, sir, I literally post because he was like, because I was posting pictures of me 2 years ago. I was like, yeah, after I posted a picture of me
right now
today. Yeah, like that was really weird. And he was also 300 something pounds, so fuck you, fat bitch. Like,
it's always It's always the ones that need to do a little self-reflection.
I was like, are you looking at yourself?
Mm-hmm. Or
you're
whenever,
huge.
Okay, I know that I said that I don't get approached at all. That's not true. I get approached, but it's by the nastiest
My DMs.
men.
Can y'all look at yourself and then look at me, please?
Okay.
Do they not?
Nothing is more humbling. Nothing. Mark my words. Nothing is more humbling than whenever I used to go out with my friends and the ugliest, nastiest man in the group was the one who would just beeline to me. And I'm sitting there thinking,
oh, and then I just get him to buy my drink and we run.
No, I'm like, what? Okay.
Right. What made you think I was going to be
I guess I'm just not as cute as I thought I was.
I'm like, damn, I must be ugly.
Okay, but I asked my dad about it one day.
Like,
because I didn't understand, because it was kind of hurting my feelings, to be honest.
Right.
It was kind of like a gut.
Like, damn.
And he said, Brett, it's because they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So the good-looking ones, their ego
they're like,
can't take.
They're like, might as well.
Yeah, their ego can't take when to be rejected. But the ugly ones get rejected all the time. So they're like, might as well try.
Right.
Fuck it.
That makes me think I saw a video and it was talking about the male loneliness epidemic and like how they're all fucking school shooters.
And how women are like the happiest they've ever been.
Yeah.
Because they're all single with no kids.
Yeah. Well, I'm single with a kid, but
well, we have the lowest amount of children. I don't know what statistic.
Well, I'm just like, yeah, because like y'all aren't men anymore. Like, if I'm gonna date a woman, I'll date a woman.
Well, because women are having to
do everything.
Yeah, expected to do it all. That whole like, what do you bring to the table?
That's a pet peeve of mine and an ick is whenever I like they want you to like prove yourself. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't know about you, but my age, like they want you to prove yourself that you're a wife before they'll even ask you to be their girlfriend. And I'm like, you want me to cook for you and we're not even dating? You want me to
wifey perks without
right? And I used to do it. I will say that. And
you learn.
Yeah, no, never again. You literally like the thought now of like cooking for a man who I'm not even dating is like absolutely absurd to me. Like,
because what?
Mm-hmm. But also like that brought up something we had talked about earlier, how we were talking about how our parents raise girls to be like
independent.
Yeah, and like do this, go to college, get a good, do this, and like all of this. But then you have boys who are being raised like they're being babied and literally coddled their whole life, but they're also being told at the same time, if like whenever you're this age, you will find a woman and she's gonna do exactly that, you know? Like, but at the same then they get into the real world and women have been raised to seek a fucking provider and all this stuff, yet they don't know how to be a provider. Like,
so it's like a miss.
Right. Like so they're just throwing them out into, they're literally putting them in a pressure cooker is how she said it. She was like, you put them into society and they are under the impression that they're going to just have a woman just do everything for them and be their mommy. But then women are looking for a man who is going to actually take care of them. And that's why they can't find anybody. And then that's why they're all so lonely. But, you know, that's also because they're gay and don't want to admit it. So, like, it's kind of both, actually. But I don't know, I thought that was interesting, too, the way she had, like, because I was like, man, yeah.
I think that, I mean.
They are lonely.
Yes, I definitely, which.
But I feel like it's not necessarily their fault, like she said. Like, you've babied them and coddled them, and, like, now that's what they expect. But then you've told women the opposite, like.
At some point, it is your fault. Like, we were talking
about, once you get a certain age. But I'm saying, like, okay, when you go out into the world, you're 18, 19, 20, 21. Like,
I think 20. After you've
been
20
for sure
for 2 years and figuring out that it's not like whatever.
Well, I don't know about 20 because, like, I'm telling you, like, those moms that like.
No, I feel like that's whenever you start. I feel like they should start to see.
Okay, yeah, like for their own selves, they should think for their own.
Like maybe I should learn how to do my laundry.
Well, that's what. Okay, that she brought that up too. She was like, when I went to college, like all the girls knew how to do their laundry, and they could cook and they could do all this, and then the boys, they just are dropped off. Don't know how to do their laundry.
With no skills.
Rely on a meal plan because they can't cook. They can't do anything. That's why I feel like
this
man that I'm talking to is kind of getting me because, wow, you know how to actually cook? Like, and see, that's what I grew up on. My grandpa cooking for my
But
grandma.
how
My dad
bare
cooked for
minimum?
me.
How bare minimum?
Right, but I think that's actually there's this guy on TikTok I follow. Do you follow
Mm-hmm.
him? He's the one with like the black stones and shit, and he cooks for his wife and makes her drink every single night. And people are always like, "Your wife? Why doesn't your wife cook? Why doesn't?" He was like, because she's being a parent while I'm cooking.
Right.
She's doing everything else in the house while I'm making this. Because like to me, I don't know about you, but like I feel like women shouldn't cook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like that's a man's job.
Mm-hmm.
Like provide for me, feed me, and I'll feed our children.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he said too, he was like, we have little kids. He was like, most of the time they're not eating what we're eating. So she is cooking a whole different meal just for them, getting them ready for bed, doing all this. He was like, paying the bills, taking them to school, doing all this. He was like,
the least I can do
is cook
is make her a drink and cook
and dinner. And he was like, also, if that's what makes her happy, why would I not do it? And I was just like, 8. He ate with that one. But I was like, I actually don't. I think when I think about like gender roles, like I think of a man cooking. Like my grandma and grandpa kind of do both. Like my grandpa always, no matter what, cooks breakfast and makes coffee and probably makes lunch. Like but my grandma always cooks dinner, right? But my grandma also does the dishes. She does laundry. She's doing everything else all day.
The least you can do
is wake up and cook breakfast for her.
Get y'all some meals.
Right.
Merrick does a really good job of cooking. I know you've been here a few times whenever he's.
But I feel like that also is like I feel like if men know how to cook, they end up really enjoying it when they know how to. Like that's something.
Well, plus I feel like the whole concept of women cooking being a woman's job was when women stayed home. Mm-hmm. When so if the kids were at school, then yeah, I can cook because I don't have anything else to do today. Okay, fine. But now that it's like dual income and both people need to be figuring everything out, that doesn't. Both people need to be working. Both people need to be parenting. Both people need to be cooking, household chores, yada yada yada. I feel like we're still in the stage where my generation is the first generation, and I think that it trickles into yours where we're figuring out or we're telling our spouses it is 110% unfair, number one, for me to do all the mental load of being in a relationship, whether that mean I get the grocery list together, I figure out what we're eating this week, I keep up with my kids, I keep up with the kids' schedule, with where they're supposed to be.
Well, most women also are over like bills. Like he pays, but you have to actually be the one to pay the bills and go, like you said, the groceries and plan for that shit. And that's a lot in itself.
That's a lot. So the least you can do is
make it.
The least you can do. And I feel like if it were the other way around, then I wouldn't mind cooking if he had done.
Well, if he was given the kids,
and he had,
right.
I don't know. And I feel like, okay, this weekend, whenever we were out of town, one of the husbands, who's probably, I'm going to say 60-ish, was sitting next to Merrick. And he was talking about his wife, who was sitting a couple of people down. And he said, she said that she doesn't really cook anymore since all the kids have moved out. She's like, it's really hard to cook for 2 people, like, because you wind up with so much food or whatever.
I'm terrible at portioning stuff.
Well, and her husband pipes in and goes, yeah, she never fucking cooks. I've been eating a lot of cereal lately. And I've never been...
fucking food.
You know what Merrick did? He goes, can you cook? And the guy goes, no. And Merrick goes, okay. And I thought, good for you, Merrick. Good for being a man and saying something to another man.
Oh my God, that's another ick I have.
Men should hold men accountable.
Why don't they?
Because it's easier to be liked. Men, in my opinion, as much as they try to appear, the majority of them, like these like lone wolf, like I only need myself, they need constant reassurance from their peers. So in order to get constant reassurance, in my opinion, is to not go against the grain with their peers, or they choose to have none. Because now let's avoid conflict and not be around anyone.
Well, I always was curious about that with the guy that I was talking about that I talked to in Little Rock. Like all his friends were like in good relationships, like really good people, all this, and he was diabolical. But it was like, why are y'all not like
checking him?
Yeah. Maybe they were though, and he just didn't give a fuck, and so they were just like they just stopped. But it was so confusing to me because I'm like, y'all are good people. Y'all don't do weird shit. Like, why do y'all hang out with him if he does? And y'all know this about him.
Well, I mean, he's had some friends that he will tell me what they're doing. And I'm like, number one, I don't really like you being friends with them.
Right.
Like, that's a little weird whenever some dude's married and you know that he's fucking around on his wife and you're also
because what are you doing?
And yeah.
You're not leaving the house with him.
On the same token, why does he? I don't know. I don't think that my one friend that I had that cheated on her husband, her ex-husband, they're not together anymore, while they were together and we were all like all four of us friends, I knew nothing about it. Women don't go tell the shitty things that they're doing because women hold you accountable. Because you would look at me
I was gonna
and
say,
be like, what the fuck, Brittany?
Yeah.
Get a hold of yourself. The same thing I would have done to her. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, it's not even like and it's not a judgmental thing because at the end of the day, I'm gonna support your rights and wrongs, but I want you. The reason I'm asking is because I want you to really think about what you're doing, and if that's really what you want to do it.
Well, I'm gonna have some questions. Yeah. Have you thought about this? Have you thought about this? Have
what
you
is this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Have you thought about how this ends? Like, either however it's gonna go. I don't know. Men don't hold their friends accountable.
They don't at all.
No, or they have no friends to hold accountable because that's easier. It's always about doing the easier thing. It's easier to just let your buddy talk and be shitty than to sit there and have to debate with him about why he's being shitty. You know?
Yeah. I have another topic too. What? This is kind of like all over the place this episode, but I wanted to talk about how I've been watching the new season of Love Island Games. And there's a guy on there. He's been on literally like 4 seasons, right? His name's Johnny. If y'all watch, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You knew who I was about to talk about probably before I even said it. But I thought this was so interesting because if you watched Love Island, the regular season, the one we just, was it season 7? The one we just watched with Huda, right? I'm talking about the world ate her up. I'm talking about ate her up and chewed her and spit her the fuck out. The fact that she went on this show and had a kid, which also I have some other feelings towards that, and I know you do too. But I thought it was crazy that they literally tore her up, that she went on this show and she abandoned her child for this long. And I was watching the Love Island Games and Johnny comes on, right? And I don't keep up with him, so I don't really know anything about him other than previously watching his seasons. And his ex is one of like the hosts on the thing. And she, the other host asked her, she was like, do you think he's changed? And she was like, the only thing he's changing is his kid's diapers. Bitch, I didn't know he had a kid. So I go on there. He has like a 2-year-old and nobody knows who like the mom is, right? But he's like been on all these shows, but I'm like, why is it not the same thing? Why is he able to go on this show? It's okay. But you know why? It's because we don't make dads be dads. It's okay for us to be single moms and do it all. So like, but I thought that was so interesting that they went nuts on her. And then he goes on, no one even knows he has a kid.
Oh, he hasn't said anything.
No, he doesn't bring it up at all. He has not mentioned. Well, no. Oh, he mentioned it. He was with Andrina. Actually, it's really crazy. He played the fuck out of her. Not gonna lie. But like at the same time, she should have known. She did say that. She was like, why the fuck did I trust him? And I knew better. But he does that. He'll literally like, he does it to every girl. But I just thought it was crazy. I was like, nobody's talking about how he's on the show and has a kid. It's not bad for him to be there. He's not abandoning his kid.
Well, the same way no one bats an eye at dads having their kids every other weekend. But if you're a mom and you only have your kid every weekend,
yeah, mine has her like once a year.
So. Well, then you're like, damn, what? Like, how'd that happen?
Well, it's like it's like another thing. Like, they're like babysitting their kid. They think they're like babysitting or some shit. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Your own kid,
or have to be told what to do with them, or even the little stuff. How do you not know what year your kid was born?
Yeah.
Like, how do you not know your kid's teacher's name or their coach's name? Or how do you not, why are you not on the school email address? Like, stuff where bare minimum things. I'm not even talking about like being so involved that you have to have contact with everyone all the time. I'm talking about sign yourself up for an email list. Like, bare minimum.
Would you say that your baby daddy was ever like bitter or no?
No, I don't think that he ever liked me, if I would be honest. I think that I think we were not dating when I got pregnant.
Me either, but I feel like mine is a bitter thing, and not necessarily because he necessarily liked me, but he has such bad mommy issues that he can't stand the fact that I didn't want to be with him. Like, I remember vividly, like, throughout, like, his reasoning for sleeping with every woman in America was that because I told him I didn't want to be with him when we first got pregnant, that I wanted to get to know him first. I was like, why would I be in a relationship with you if I don't even know you? Like, and since then, he will tell you, like, he did all that because I didn't want to. He was like, well, you said it. And I said, when you said it, that's just how my mind went. And I was like, so that gave you permission to literally fuck me over times 10 and be a weirdo? Like, or like, for instance, like him recently telling me, he was like, that I like, basically, he wasn't going to wait around on me to move. He's just going to move where he wants to and all this, right? And he wasn't going to do all this. And then went into this whole spill about how, like, he literally said, he was like, if you move, I don't know about your living situation, but at least she'll be able to go to daycare with me. She'll have a room and a playroom and a house to live in and all this stuff. And like, I'll be able to afford a babysitter if I need to. So I literally was like, so basically for you to be a father, I have to move wherever you live. And also, you can do all of that as long as she's with you, not me.
Right.
Also, you can buy a house, but you can't pay for daycare.
Yeah, half of daycare.
Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
When I knew that my ex, well, I like knew without 100% confirmation that my ex was cheating on me. All the girls that I would like think that he was cheating on me with, no one would ever admit anything. I would like ask them point blank and be like, "Hey, I'm not mad at you."
No, mine would brag about it. They would literally come tell me to brag.
So not till after I left with Elliot, it had to have been months later, but not too much longer because we were staying at my parents' house. I asked him, I said, I really need you to be honest with me. Did you cheat on me? Like, I really need to know. And he finally was like, yeah, I did. And then afterwards, it was like all these people that knew would come to me and be like, oh yeah, he cheated with this person and that person and this person and that person. And I'm kind of like, okay, but I feel like you couldn't have really liked me if that's what you were doing. Like,
yeah, true.
So then I feel like there were not.
But see, like I said, I don't think my baby daddy liked me either. I think it was like just the fact that a woman turned him down, like, and didn't want to be with him.
But I
either.
didn't turn him down. I wanted
to be
with him.
Well, I did too. That was my thing. Was I wanted to be with him. I just didn't want to be with you right then. I wanted to actually see who you were as a person. Like, it wasn't a no. It was just like a not yet. I don't know. You could be literally a fucking murderer.
We were engaged. Yeah, I called off the
That's
engagement wedding. Yeah, we were engaged. Well, and then I feel like all those other questions pop up, like, why did you propose to me if you were sleeping with a bunch of people, a bunch of his workers?
Well, okay, there's a guy I know, mutual, and he's actually like having a baby with this girl, right? He's about to have a baby with her, and he was confiding in our mutual friend about how like he doesn't want to be with her, but like he won't tell her that he doesn't want to be with her because they're having a kid, and like he does like her as a person, and like, but he just doesn't want to be with her. And I was like, tell him to fucking tell her now. I was like, if I wish, like, if my baby daddy would have told me, like, absolutely, like, stopped fucking talking to me, stopped fucking having sex with me, stopped playing this back and forth manipulative shit before I had Gabby, I would have been good. I would have been straight, because before I had her, I could have got my mind right. I could have figured my shit out and had a plan. But instead, you wait till 4 months later, and then now you're like, oh my god, I did this. And then I was literally like, okay, so are you picking the bitches or are you picking family? Right. And he literally was like, I'm picking a family. And then did it again. And I was just like, you're fucking weird. Like, so I was like, it's better to tell her now. Right. So she knows that when she has this baby, she doesn't have an expectation of, I'm going to have somebody to do this with.
Well, and the damage hasn't been done yet either.
No.
You know, well, it probably has been, but it hasn't been done as bad as it could be. And I feel like, too, I kind of feel like my baby daddy put me in a situation. He made me have to be the bad guy. He was so mean to me. I think I've told you, like, the last thing that I knew I was leaving the day that I left. I knew that he was going to work. I already had everything worked out. I was stopping by his parents' house to tell them because I didn't feel like he was going to tell them. And then we're going to my parents, and that's where Ellie and I are like set up to live for the next few months. And I'm like changing her diaper, and he comes in her room to like tell me bye, and I'm like crying while I'm changing it because I know that I'm about to like leave this family, like break this up. This will never be the same ever again. And I told my parents specifically because I knew they would hold me accountable. And I feel like I had problems with him before and told my friends, but when you tell your friends, you can go back and forth and but you tell your parents, especially you've met mine.
Oh, I don't tell my grandparents nothing unless I'm done.
Or unless I know that I needed to be done.
Yeah.
And I knew that
was only gonna so I told my friends I'm going back.
Yeah. So I'm changing your diaper, he comes in, he's telling me bye, and he goes, "Look at you. What are you crying for?" And I go, "Just sad today."
Right.
And he said, "Sad about what? How ungrateful. Look around you." And I remember thinking, so if Elliot is sad when she grows up,
right, that's what he's going to say.
This is how he's going to react to her. There's no way I can leave her in this situation with he and I together with how he talks to me.
Right.
Now, do I think that he talks to her that way whenever I'm not around? No.
But I think he would if you stayed.
Right.
Because how he treats you, I full force believe how he treats you would be.
Yeah.
Because you're part of her.
Well, I kind of needed that, if I'm going to be honest. I needed that extra little, I needed him to be an ass so that I could be like, oh, right.
Okay, this brings another thing up. One time, well, actually, it's a lot of times, my child's father, there would be women who hated me, and he would purposely want to take Gabby around them, and he could never understand why I wouldn't want her around somebody who didn't like me.
Right.
Literally, this girl made a whole Snapchat video and posted that shit and tagged me, saying, like, fuck you, all this shit, like, crazy shit, right? That's his best friend, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, she cannot be around this person. And he literally called me all types of names because I wouldn't let her around her. And I was like, if she doesn't like me, she doesn't like Gabby. Mm-hmm. And he can't understand that. He's like, no. And I'm like, yes. Mm-hmm. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, and then what?
And your kid is like an innocent little being. They don't understand what's happening.
But she's only, why would she want to be around my kid if she don't like me? Only because she wants to get at me. She wants to piss me off and get under my skin. Because why? If I don't like somebody, please God, get your child away from me. Like, I already don't want your child near me. Like, you know?
I loved Elliot's dad in like, I want to say like September-ish, August, September-ish. And I hadn't called off the wedding yet. So I'm like wearing my engagement ring. Then I get a text from a mutual friend. It was a Halloween party. So before Halloween, not on Halloween. I get a text that he has brought his new girlfriend to the Halloween party, even though we're engaged. And he's introducing her to our friends. And it is a waitress that worked at his restaurant who's in college, who's like, I don't know, 8 years younger than him, and he had just posted a picture or a Snapchat a couple months before whenever Ellie and I were still living there, of her carrying Elliot around. So you were engaged to me.
Ew.
Yes. And then letting the person that you were cheating on your fiance with carry your kid around?
Well, that's like my fucking child's father. He literally like invited a girl over. Like, she sent me their messages. Like, he invited a girl over while he had Gabby, right? She's like months old, right? And the girl literally responded back and was like, I don't think that's allowed. And he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, I don't think your child's mother would want me to be there with your month-old baby.
Well, at least she said that, because none of them.
And that's what I was gonna bring up was the women are even worse. Like I said, like they would do it just so they could DM me and say, "Oh, I fucked your child's father," and I'm like, "You're fucking nasty. You're disgusting." Actually,
they posted a picture of her the day after she spent the night in our house with my clothes still in the closet. I haven't moved. I hadn't moved out all my stuff yet. And this girl is standing in our bathroom with my full closet of clothes behind her while she's like, haha, morning after outfit. And I remember being like, so then I texted him, and I'm pretty sure this is how the ending of the engagement went. So I'm assuming we're not engaged anymore.
Right, because that makes me think my friend one time, her man cheated on her in her own house, and the girl posted in my friend's robe in her bathroom.
Yeah, I had some things like that.
Like, what? the hell goes through y'all's heads? Like, and I really, let me just say this. I've never really crashed out for real, like real deal crash out. But I think if a man were to play with me again, I would actually do actual damage to people and things.
Damn.
Like I would actually, Brittany, if someone posted in my robe in my bathroom after fucking my man, I like would actually maybe set fire to something.
I had my
Be real, what would you do? Like Brittany, come on. Like you were on Snap, you just got on Facebook and you see her, you just see her in your bathroom in your robe on Facebook. That's how it was. She posted on Snapchat. It wasn't like she sent it to her. She posted it. Brittany, what would you do? How would you react when you came home? I'm setting you on fire in the house.
I literally feel like I would be so diabolical.
That's what I'm saying. I would actually probably go to jail.
I think that I wouldn't trust myself. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying.
It would be one
please
of those
don't let me have a gun.
Like switch would flip, and it would just be like game over for everyone involved.
Like maybe myself. Like
literally, as was including myself.
Like everyone. I'm just thinking about, and I'm really thinking about as many times as I've been played with. So now, like I'm even more like
angry.
Well, no, I'm even more like protective and specific about whom I'm talking to. So for me to
feminine rage.
So for me to sit here and give you the time of day.
Oh yeah.
After I've matured and fixed all my shit.
Oh, it's no.
That's what I'm saying. So if I talk to someone, and in the near future someone fucks me over, Brittany,
I'm gonna have to come pick you up so you don't go to jail.
Hopefully you get there fast enough. You might call AJ and Taryn.
In college, I dated this guy. He was horrible. Horrible. And he I don't know, he wasn't answering his phone for some reason or something like that. But he lived in a house with a roommate, and I had a house key. And not answering his phone, hadn't answered it the whole night before. He had gone out or something like that, so I wasn't thinking anything about it. But it's like 2-3 o'clock p.m. the next day. Like, you're not answering your... So I just drive my ass over there.
Right.
Okay. There's a car in the driveway. And I'm like, I don't know whose car that is. Let me use my key. Because I'm his girlfriend. So let me use my key. And he had, like, blackout curtains, right? And he had the master bedroom. So let's say this is his bed. Okay. Where the mirror is would be his computer desk.
Okay.
And then he had like nightstands, and his TV was like above a computer desk, and you walk through to like a bathroom. Okay. So it's dark as fuck in his room because he has 2 windows, but blackout curtains. But you can like see a little bit. Right. So I walk into his room. I think he's asleep because he works nights. So I turn the door and I walk in, and I'm like, this. What is that? What is that? So I hear this. And I'm like,
I would have.
So you know what I did? I sat in that computer chair.
Because it was dark.
Because it was dark. And I just spin around to the bed. Let me make sure. And then there's like some,
movement. Yeah.
Movement. And I thought, oh, okay. Okay. So I go over to his side of the bed. His back's to, and he goes like this. Oh, fuck. And she sits up straight, and she goes, what the fuck, you fucking ass? What are you fucking doing here? Talking to me. So I come over the bed. He's massive. He was a big dude, and I am not a very large person. He picks me up like a sack of potatoes, okay? He grabs a blanket to put around him, and I'm...
Right, I would
kicking,
have
screaming,
lost my shit.
Losing it, yelling at this girl. I know her fucking name. I could look her up on Facebook if I wanted to. But she had long, 2 bleach blonde white hair down here. She's in a sorority. I'll give you one guess as to which sorority that was. Fucking Tri-Delts. And you know what the little slogan was for Tri-Delts? Tri-Delta, everyone else has. Got it? Okay. So he picks me up, carries me out. Okay, he's telling me that I'm being psycho. That I'm being psycho. He's sitting me on the front porch, and now it's like, what, 4? Something like that? Right. So the sun is setting, and he had all this scruff, and her hair was this long. all I can remember about that entire night, day, evening, was that he had a piece of her hair in his beard that was like glistening. And I remember just staring at it like this. Abby, as soon as she walks outside to like talk to me or whatever, something in my brain just like, and I was like, I'm good. I gave him his key. I left. At that point, I'm fucking good. And then he shows up at my house for the next, I don't know, 4 months begging for me back. But I feel like that's when my autism kicked in. It's like I learned how to just,
yeah,
you're like, enough is enough. At some point, enough is enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Elliot's dad. It's like it just,
snap.
And I was like, I don't.
Yeah, it's me now. I have a story, but it was different. It was a little bit different. It was vice versa. I didn't walk in and see him doing anything. The girl pulled up, and I didn't know about this until years later, when the girl told me. Right, like years later. Okay, and I don't remember why she told me this. I think I was like trying to get something done with her. Maybe she was a photographer or something. I can't remember the exact thing. And then she decided to tell me this, right? That she was fucking the same man I was. And she came over one night, right? And looked through his window and we were having sex. I'd be scared. But I was like, why would you not tell me that? Also, same man thought I was having sex with a man because he came over to my house. It was actually my used to be guy friend that I'm not friends with no more. Came over to smoke after a party, and it was other people that came to smoke too.
Yeah.
They left. We fell asleep in my room, right? Didn't do anything. Fell asleep in my room. Whatever, and he left at like 5 a.m. for football. And the guy that I was talking to, that I already found out that he was like doing stuff with other people, came into my house, came into my room to look to see if he was in there, and then didn't tell me for like 3-4 years later that he did that.
What?
Yeah, and then just left. And I was like,
that's weird.
You're scary.
Yeah.
You came into my house and didn't even tell me. And this whole time I never knew because I was sleeping. I never knew he even came in the house. He came in there, looked in my room to see if I was in the bed with a man. And then didn't say anything for years later.
I had an ex one time.
Like, that gives me, like...
Drove through my yard because he knew what window was mine. So drove through my front yard probably a foot away from my window and put his brights on and was laying on his horn.
But, like, please do that, actually. I might like that.
No.
But no. I'm saying, like, if you want me, like, that's, like, giving, like, equivalent to, like, stand outside with a speaker.
This guy
but, like, crazy version.
This guy had shown up at my job, the salon I was working at, and asked to be back together. And I was like, no. Somehow figured out where I lived and then drove. Yeah. He was nuts. And I remember being
that's always so scary.
He showed up to another salon that I worked at and would... sit in the lobby, just sit in the couch and tell everyone that he was so-and-so's next appointment and that he was just early and wait. And then I would have to, how embarrassing it is to like go to be like, hey, that's my ex-boyfriend. Because then I was worried about losing a job too.
Right, because he's like, now like doing all
this. Yes. So I never told anyone that was him. And then he would sit there and watch me. And I'd have to pretend that he was crazy. Yeah. Okay.
Don't forget to send in your Halloween stories.
Yes.
We need all the spooky, scary stories.
Yes.
Or funny stories of Halloween or something like that. And I guess we'll catch y'all next week.